Good morning. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful day. I have a really great lecture for you today, or inspirational talk, I should say, and I've titled it, "In Service I Thrive." Okay. I thrive in the service to others. You see, I am too lazy, too selfish, too self-centered to do things for just me. But when I'm needed by others, I jump at the opportunity. I started working on my ministerial papers 10 years ago. Yes, 10 years ago. I had more time in my 20s to do the work, and yet I was too lazy, or too busy, or had other things to tend to. Becoming a minister in the faith that I grew up in was not a priority. It wasn't until I was in my 30s, with a husband and a family, self-employed, that it became apparent to me that my roots, my foundation, needed me. It needed me more than on administrative level, as I had been serving on the board for 10 years. It needed me as a leader. In truth, I needed it. In my service to the foundation in the last 27 weeks, that I have been ordained as a minister, I have been tested in so many ways. My devotion has been tested, my faith has been tested, my love has been tested, my integrity has been tested. In some tests, I have succeeded, and in other tests, I have been found wanting. I am human, and to be human is to be imperfect, but to thrive and strive for perfection. I've been more active in outreach to new and potential divine family members more than anything else within my service to this foundation recently. I speak the word of the divine light every day, particularly on the days that I work, but even on the days that I don't. My work and my faith are so intertwined that sometimes it's hard to tell which is which. It's a good thing that I love both. Each week, I talk to new people about who we are here at the Divine Light Spiritual Foundation. I tell them things that maybe you don't even know. For example, did you know that there is only one staff member at the DLSF? Everyone else volunteers their time. From the people who help set up the hall for our services, to the booking staff, right up to our ministers. Each one of us is happy to serve you. Also, did you know that our foundation has never once stopped anyone from attending our educational classes because of a monetary status? And speaking of monetary status, we do rely on your contributions to keep our doors open and our foundation running. Help us host events and classes. But we never tell you how much to put in that offering plate. We never tell you how much your donation should be. Did you know that we have a prayer book that each week on Sunday mornings and on Wednesday nights in meditation, we send love and healing energies out to anyone whose name is in the book to help them heal and grow? Did you know that the board of directors works very hard to bring new speakers, new teachers, and new presenters, new possible opportunities to learn through classes and workshops? The board of directors works very hard to answer the needs of the congregation. They do so out of service. Not only service to our divine family here, but also service to spiritualism. And through our service to the divine, we strive to serve God. This past week, I was lucky enough to notice that one of my divine family members needed me. They needed to be picked up. They needed to be motivated. They needed company. She, like me, needed to be needed. You see, I thought if I asked her for help, then she would help herself. What I didn't realize is how much I truly needed her help. God reminded me What a beautiful lesson that was. There is really no greater gift than to be in the service of others. By helping others, we can help ourselves. We strive to be better people when we know that others are depending on us. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." Years after my father passed, my mother and I were having a heart-to-heart, as we do now and then. If you could have seen my parents, you would have said that they had the movie romance. They loved each other more than two people I've ever met in my life. As Mom and I were talking, I asked her how she survived. I asked her how she was able to manage after my dad was gone. She then told me that if it wasn't for my brother and I, she too would have been gone. You see, it was in the service to my brother and I that kept her here. It was in that service that she became a minister. It was through that service that she became a healer and now a doctor. It was also through that service that she was still alive and able to reconnect with her present husband, who she dated 20 years before. It was in the service to God that kept her here. It was in our darkest days, if we can remember to serve others, we will survive. My friends, my family, we are in dark days. Our foundation is very quiet. We are not in the service to others. We are not extending our hand to others to help them, to hold them, to comfort them. Our community does not know our name. We are keeping to ourselves. We are being selfish, and we are being downright lazy. It is time that we become servants of God again. It is time that we allow the joy and the peace that comes from helping others to inspire us once again. My family, will you help me to grow our house? Will you help extend our family? How can we count on you to spread the word of spiritualism? How can we help? How can you help in your own way to bring some light, some joy, some peace to our community? What can we do together to bring back the unconditional love that is so very much needed right here and right now? Talk to me. Tell me what you need. Call me, send me an email, a Facebook message, use Reverend Barbara's suggestion box at the back of the congregation today, or connect with the other board members that are here. God love me, use a pigeon carrier if you must. Help me reach our community again. Help me to help God inspire love and the light that used to fill this whole world. I know that we can do this. I know that you have it in you to help me, to help our community, to really help ourselves. I'd like you to join me in a prayer now. Dear Mother, Father God, I will greet this day with love in my heart. Muscle can split a shield and even destroy a life, but only the unseen power of love can open the hearts of the people. I will make love my greatest weapon, and none who I call can defend against my force. My reasoning they may counter, my speech they may distrust, my apparel they may disprove, my face they may reject, and even my words may cause them suspicion. Yet my love will melt all hearts, likened to the sun, whose rays soften on the coldest clay. I will greet this day with love in my heart. And how will I do this? Henceforth I will look on all things with love, and I will be born again. I will love the sun, for it warms my bones. Yet I will love the rain, for it cleanses my spirit. I will love the light, for it shows me the way. Yet I will love the dark, for it shows me the stars. I will welcome happiness, for it enlarges my heart. And yet I will endure sadness, for it opens my soul. I welcome obstacles, for they are my challenges. I will greet this day with love in my heart. How I will speak? I will laud mine enemies, and they will become friends. I will encourage my friends, and they will become my family. Always I will dig for reasons to applaud. Never will I scratch for excuses to gossip. When I am tempted to criticize, I will bite my tongue. When I am moved to praise, I will shout from the rooftops. Is it not so that the birds and the wind and the sea and nature all speaks with the music of praise for their Creator? Can I not speak with the same music to his children? Henceforth I will remember this secret, and with it I will change my life. I will greet this day with love in my heart. And how will I act? I will love all manners of people, for each have qualities to be admired, even though they may be hidden. With love I will tear down the walls of suspicion and hate, which they have built around their hearts, and in its place I will build bridges, so that my love can enter their souls. I will love the ambitious, for they can inspire me. I will love the failures, for they can teach me. I will love the kings, for they are but human. I will love the meek, for they are divine. I will love the rich, for they are lonely. And I will love the poor, for there are so many. I will love the young for the faith that they hold, and I will love the old for the wisdom that they share. I will love the beautiful for their eyes of sadness, and I will love the ugly for their souls of peace. I will greet this day with love in my heart. But how will I react to the actions of others? With love. For just as love is my weapon to open the hearts of the people, love is also my shield to repulse the arrows of hate and the spears of anger. Adversity and discouragement will beat against my new shield and become the softest of rains. My shield will sustain me when I am alone and protect me when I am in danger. It will uplift me in times of despair and calm me in times of exaltation. It will become stronger and more productive with each use until one day I can cast it aside and walk unencumbered among all manner of people. I will greet this day with love in my heart. And how will I confront each who I meet today? In only one way, in silence. And to myself I will address them, and I will say, I love you. Though spoken in silence, these words will shine in my eyes. They will unwrinkle my brow, bringing a warm smile to my face and echo in my voice, and their hearts will be opened. I will greet this day with love in my heart. And most of all, I will love myself. For when I do, I will zealously inspect all things which enter my mind, body, soul, and heart. Never will I overindulge in the requests of my flesh. Rather, I will cherish my body with cleanliness and moderation. Never will I allow my mind to be attracted to darkness and despair. Rather, I will uplift it with the knowledge and wisdom of the ages. Never will I allow my soul to become complacent and satisfied. Rather, I will feed it with meditation and prayer. Never will I allow my heart to become small and bitter. Rather, I will share it, and it will grow, and it will warm the earth. I will greet this day with love in my heart. Henceforth, I will love all humankind. From this moment on, all hate has left my veins, for I have no time for hate, only time for love. From this moment, I take the first step required to become a leader amongst the people. With love, I will increase my faith 100-fold and become a great inspiration. I have no other qualities. If I have other qualities that I can succeed with, but it's love alone. Without it, I will fail. I will greet this day with love in my heart, and I will succeed. Can I get an amen? Amen. In closing, I'd like to leave you with a few quotes. As you grow older, you will discover that you have two hands, one for helping yourself and one for helping others. And that's Audrey Hepburn. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "To serve, you only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love." And the last is by Albert Schweitzer, and he says, "I do not know what your destiny will be, but one thing I do know. Only the ones among you who will be really happy are those who have sought and found how to serve." Thank you for sharing with me today.